news, everyone?
Yeah, there is something about a very quick, digestible game too that I don't know. I can't take for granted at this stage of my life when I don't have as much time to just run through games, you know? Not like I used to. Oh, shoo. Yeah, a good chunk of yeah, see, I love Journey. That's exactly right. That's the beauty. Those are the types of games I like. Ones, yeah, where you could sit down and play through it all in one, or or just a handful, sit down, and go through. Like I remember going through Last of Us Part 2, and that's not a very long game. And I remember feeling like it was kind of going for a little bit. But that's that's like my ideal. What is Last of Us? Journey is too short. Yeah, but it's like the right amount of short. Yeah, more, but also exactly. So Last of Us Part 2 is about 24, or if you're kind of doing all the stuff. Oh my gosh. Oh
my God. Plenty within 27 months.
Yo, Plenty, what's happening? Thank you so much. 27 months, good Christ, that's a lot of months. Good Lord. And just as we're talking about Last of Us 2 as well. I was just saying how the Last of Us Part 2 is about 24 hours, but if you do all the side stuff, they're saying it's 29 and a half. That's what I like. I like something right around 30. Maybe a little under, maybe a little over. That's where I like it. She heard the call. Yes. Yeah, we're gonna get into Last of Us Part 2. I don't know when, but this week is probably all news and hanging out, and then next week we'll probably see. Next week is gonna be interesting, guys. Next week I might be I'm gonna consult with Vash before I do it, but I'm thinking probably of taking like a Tuesday Friday next week, so Thursday I'm supposed to go get my tattoo touched up. Oh, thank you, Plenty, thank you. Hey Ron, thank you so much for coming and hanging out, bro. Have a great day. I know I was gonna say our daylight savings time, man. I'm so sorry. Yeah, love you, dude. See you. All right, let's go ahead and get into some of this stuff. Fuck, I fucking punched my microphone stand here. All right, so the first set of news things is about this Silent Hill Ascension game. I know very little about it, but the little I've seen about it has been fucking memes, bros. Guys, it is so ridiculous. So yeah, and it's been going for a couple of weeks, right? Or is it not? I don't know exactly. So there's like a trailer. This trailer's about 4.5 minutes, and it's like gonna go. I think it just overviews how this whole thing works. So let's go and let's take a look at this trailer real quick, and then we'll kind of figure out from here what the deal is. Because yeah, I feel like I don't know exactly what this is all about.
Silent Hill Ascension is a thrilling new GenVid interactive series where you, along with the rest of the community, will impact the canon of Silent Hill. It's free to...
Okay, yeah, so sorry, I'm gonna do a little bit of stopping here. So I think it's like weekly episodes, but you like the chat votes on like what happens. I'm pretty sure that's what happens. So I think like that, something like that.
Experience. Install now from the App Store and Google Play for mobile devices or on a PC at Ascension.com.
Okay.
Silent Hill Ascension follows characters from locations around the world tormented by new and terrifying Silent Hill monsters. Lurking in the shadows, these monsters threaten to consume people and their children as they're drawn into the darkness by both recent murders and long-suppressed guilt and fears. Who lives? Who dies? You decide. The fate of these characters are in your hands, and even the creators don't know how the show will end.
Oh, well, they have an idea.
It's easy to begin and become a part of the Silent Hill Ascension experience. Get started by catching up on the latest episodes. The story unfolds over the course of months with a new story for you to engage in every day at 9 p.m. Eastern Time and 6 p.m. Pacific Time through a live stream.
Okay, so they were doing them every day at 9, but I don't know if it's still happening, though. I don't know how long it was going for. Just getting home from work and settled. Hey, kind of the same, too. Acting like they invented crowd control, right? That's essentially what this is, except there's nobody playing the game. It's just... it's like what is the Telltale games where you would choose, like you'd have to make choices and then the story would change slightly or whatever. That's essentially what this is, except it's chat voting on it. It actually seems really fucking lazy, but I mean, I'm not saying it's not cool, or it couldn't be cool. It just I don't know. It sounds like it's a bad idea. All right.
You will have the opportunity to make decisions, large and small, that affect the story. Each day features new decisions and no 2 days are the same. During live streams, you'll see the outcome of your decisions and be able to chat with the community. Decisions aren't voting. Rather, you'll use influence points or IP to participate. The more IP you have, the more sway you'll have for the decisions you care about. You can also rally others to your decisions. Once a decision is made, it is canon. There's no reset button. Every day has a different, difficult decision. Come back daily, make your voice heard to drive those canon decisions and earn valuable rewards.
Okay, so you're using points that you earn somehow to sway your votes. To cryptocurrency gambling. So I wonder how you did they say how you earn it? I may have blocked that part out when they were doing it. Purple. Nice. I love the purple. Damn, man. Points, sway. Damn, bro. Look how far you've come here. Also, look how washed this light makes me look, man. Let me turn my lights back up.
Importantly, you don't have to be there live. All decisions are available at least 24 hours in advance, and every scene is available to watch on demand after the live stream.
Okay.
Every live stream concludes with a sequence where you and the entire audience must help a main character endure through real danger. You won't want to miss these live moments because if a character fails enough in them, they may not survive future encounters, leading to their permanent death in the story. These endurance scenes are one of the best places to earn large amounts of influence points, but you can also solve puzzles to get IP. Each day there are new puzzles to solve, and some will unlock more or other bonuses. Decisions, endurance scenes, and puzzles all contribute to whether characters will face redemption, suffering, or damnation in Silent Hill Ascension's finale. Additionally, characters may lose hope if they fail too many times in a shared delusion. A character's hope needs to be high enough for them to survive a crucial story moment. If the audience fails too many
their hope has to be high enough. What the fuck? You know there's microtransactions. I know there is. I think it's funny that I have some other articles about this afterwards, and I'm not exactly sure what they talk about, but I'm gonna laugh so fucking hard if they talk about these influence points being buyable, purchasable. That's the word I want. We can vote to kill everyone and end this charade early? I hope so. Jesus Christ. Apparently, if their hope is not high enough, you can just yeet them on out of here.
Illusions. You can increase hope by solving certain puzzles that restore characters' mental states.
The fuck?
You can also be part of the show. Weird. Each day, you and other audience members can enter a cameo contest to have parts in the series. Influence points are how you get into the contest. You have the ability to customize how you will appear in the show using the character creator, and you will be permanently in the story of Silent Hill Ascension seen by millions.
What?
Your character is also your representation to the rest of the community in chat and leaderboards. Each decision connects to a moment in the series. You can collect.
Okay, hold on. That's actually kind of interesting. Millions. Well, I think that it's an interesting idea to be able to let people kind of like vote themselves, or kind of like enter a poll to get in, or a sweepstakes kind of thing to get in, a lottery, as it were. Maybe that's kind of an interesting idea. I don't mind it. Yeah, I don't like this idea of get to see him by millions. You know, and the fuck, who cares? Give the internet an inch and you get Bodie McBoatface.
Collect all moments in the series by participating in the decision and watching the result. And if you have the most impact on the decision, you'll collect a gold moment and be the only person in the world who has it. You can also see other parts.
Is that an NFT? Hold on a second. Wait a second. Is that a fucking NFT? No fucking way. Oh, man, polls. Damn, bro, look at this. We really are Silent Hilling out here. I want to vote, man. I want to be part of this. Damn. Oh, look at all these votes, man. Okay, let's...
Parts of your collection like achievements, lore, and unlocked items through your user profile. Customize your experience with the Silent Hill Ascension Season Pass, which unlocks exclusive puzzles, character, and profile customization options. Season Passes are the best way to gain IP to be part of the show, but you can access all the key features for free. Which characters survive or don't is in your hands. Face your trauma together and join millions of fans live to shape the canon of Silent Hill forever.
Everything's got a season pass nowadays, man. Everything's got a season pass. All right, let's be done with this. Also, Taint, while you're here, I may lean on your knowledge a little bit. In a little bit, I got some of the stuff about Destiny in here. But maybe you can kind of throw a little more information in what's going on with Destiny. Hey, there's the green. How do you pay for more points? Does Twitch doesn't have a way to do. I guess you can get like a... There's not a good way to get points. That's actually kind of a funny thing. Who cares? Up by a landslide. Damn, it really is. Jeez. So, this was mostly just to kind of give us a little introduction to what this is. Apparently, Silent Hill Ascension's pricing explained ahead of the Halloween premiere. So this premiered on Halloween. Konami and Genvid Entertainment interactive horror streaming series Silent Hill Ascension premiered Tuesday. Will run about 45 minutes with normal nightly episodes spanning about 5 to 15 minutes. Wait, what? So the premiere was 45 minutes, but normally they're going to be 5 to 15 minutes. What? Free to download, but viewers can purchase a season pass that will work similarly to many games' battle passes, because everybody has to have those. A 45-minute stream is a kind of a weak stream. Jesus. Just trying to see. Oh yeah, man's back again with coffee addiction. That is correct, Village. That is correct. An addiction tastes delicious. All right, I see right here. We probably have a thing about it as well. And while IP can be purchased directly and unlocked through the season pass, there are free ways to earn the points as well. Wow, who'd have thought? Purchased directly. That's one that they didn't mention when they were talking about it. Had to use my influence. Goodness. The season pass is gonna run you $20, which spans 6 months of content. Oh, so they're doing 6 months of this? Are you freaking kidding me? Yo, Casper, what's happening, dude? Took a wrong turkey out of Albuquerque. Hey, you gotta be careful, man. There's a lot of craziness that happens out in Albuquerque, man. Holy moly! I can't believe $20. I mean, whatever, but I also just didn't realize 6 months of content. So they're doing this every day for 6 months. Could you imagine watching something every day for 6 months? Every night? I don't care if it takes 5 minutes, 15 minutes. That's why it's 5 to 15 minutes. Aliens and Bug Bunny. Where do you see aliens and Bug Bunny? Oh no, damn, man. Twice a week is hard enough. That's what I'm saying, dude. Damn, I can't believe they're doing that. That's craziness. All right, so then Silent Hill's microtransactions sparked major backlash amongst fans. That premiered on Halloween. Up in arms after being hit with unexpected microtransactions. While the series, a group-based choose-your-own-adventure is free to experience, it does include microtransactions, including the $20 Founders Pack. This features the Season Pass, access to all the in-game puzzles, and some in-game cosmetics, such as exclusive emotes. No, surely not. That's right. Fans took to Twitter and Reddit to express their frustrations with Ascension, complaining that there's something of a pay-to-win issue here. Really? I feel like watching that video, I knew that immediately. You could tell that's what it was. Let's keep it at about 50. God, I feel like there's no way people went into this thinking that there was gonna be not pay to win issues here, right? The framework of Ascension is voting as a group in real time to determine what happens next. Viewers can spend what are called influence points to sway the decision. You can pay real money to obtain the digital currency because that makes sense, I guess. And the more IP you have, the more sway you have in the decisions. So, if you were really invested, you could pay a lot of money and have a lot of sway, I guess. But the CEO of Genvid told Polygon that doesn't automatically mean you can just outspend your fellow Silent Hill fans in order to sway the decision, but many are finding a different experience. Really? This guy essentially said, like, well, listen, guys, it's cool. Like, if you guys, y'all will be treated fairly. And then they were like, well, not really. We still want people to pay money. I think the worst thing about Silent Hill Ascension is the currency. The whole point of this web series is to vote on what happens, but voting is done by this digital currency. So why vote at all if the wealthiest get to decide? Wow. Is this economy? Isn't a game dev? He is not. Right? Yeah, this is some weird real life shit. I don't know. So yeah, apparently, oh god, the large IP pack cost 20 euros for 26,400 IP. I'm sure that's not very much, especially as this is going on for 6 months. Oh, you're gonna have to re-up that pack. You're gonna have to re-up. Others have pointed out that you cannot access some puzzles early if you do not have the season pass. I think they did state that though. So, I mean, to be fair. The situation in question, a person posted a screenshot of the situation in question, lamenting everything is money, always money. Wow, I'm so shocked. And this goes on and on and on, but you know, I digress. Who'd have thought? Every free-to-play game, with the exception of a handful, you know, they're trying to sell you something. They're trying to make money somewhere. And you know, there's no exceptions here. I just feel like there's probably better ways to do it. Like I said, I guess if you want to do like a season pass or whatever, I get it. Whatever, do your season pass thing, but just straight up like buying currency. I mean, I guess I don't know. I feel like every game makes you buy currency for something or something. I guess like the whole point of like when people say like if you want to have the CEO, probably, yeah, you want to have games like this, like I think they always kind of say like if you're gonna have purchasable things, they can't make the games unfair, so they can't be pay to win. I mean, you obviously can make games like that. I mean, nobody stops people just don't like it when that's the case, which seems to be the case here. You can absolutely pay to win. So even though you're not winning, you're just voting on something, you can essentially pay to get your voice to overpower everybody else's. So great. I just thought this was interesting. I haven't heard shit about it since, which means it must be doing really good still. It's probably still really going good. Oh, guys, listen. Anybody who's hanging out today, watching me on their Nintendo Switch through the Twitch app, I'm so sorry. God damn it. I'm sorry to say, pretty soon Nintendo Switch is gonna stop carrying the Twitch app, guys. I'm so sorry to tell you this, but legitimately, has anybody in here who's hanging out, who's listening, have any of you guys used the Twitch app on the Nintendo Switch? Because I have. I downloaded it. It was in there. I saw it. I downloaded it. I used it once. It's garbage. I would never use it again. Didn't even know it existed. It's free. I mean, I guess that's well, hold on, guys. Go download it. Oh shit, guys, I'm so sorry. It'll no longer be able to download on the platform starting November 6th. Shit, we're a day late here. Fuck. Guys, let me just tell you, it's terrible. You know how Twitch mobile is kind of like terrible compared to regular Twitch? Like browser Twitch? This is like worse than mobile, so I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys will never get to experience it. That is so sad. Just think of all the things you guys didn't get to experience. I'm so sad for you guys. Mostly because you won't get to know how shit that app was. Twitch made the following statement. We recently made the difficult decision to remove the Twitch app from the Nintendo Switch. Nintendo remains a valued partner, and we appreciate all the support the Switch community has provided to Twitch and our streamers. Great. That meant nothing. Right. So I was reading here because I don't remember exactly how bad. I don't remember all the different details, but apparently you can't even watch you can't even see a chat. I'm assuming you can't even interact with the chat. So, I mean, anybody who's watching on their Switch with their, you know, their Twitch downloaded still, guys, I'm so sorry. You can't even talk to chat. Yeah, fucking cool, right? Awesome. All right, let's keep going. Y'all ever heard of Deltarune? So Deltarune was a game that was coming out after what was that game? Undertale? It was Undertale. So Deltarune was like a follow-up to Undertale, but like different, maybe? I don't know Undertale that well. I do know that Undertale's music fucking slapped. I'll tell you that right now. But I don't know shit about Deltarune. But apparently is going to be releasing once chapter 4 is done. Okay. I don't know what chapter 4 is. More than 2 years after the release of Deltarune chapter 2. Oh my god. So he's doing it in like chapters. Okay. Toby Fox shared an update touching base on how development is going for the final 3 chapters, including an updated release plan that will make the game available for purchase once chapter 4 is complete. Wait, they said the final 3 chapters, so it's gonna be 5 chapters, right? But they're gonna release it after 4? In a blog post, Fox revealed that the development for Chapter 5 is taking longer than anticipated, with Chapter 3 nearly done and a significant portion of 4 already complete. Fox announced that the new plan is to release Chapter 3 and 4 together and make the game purchasable. This is slightly changed from his original plan, where he revealed in 2021 that he wanted to release Chapter 3, 4, and 5 concurrently. I know Undertale was a big game, so I figured Deltarune might be, you know, as kind of like a follow-up kind of thing or whatever. But so I want to talk about it, even if I don't understand shit about it. Hopefully the music fucking slaps again. I mean, listen, I'll be all good with that. And then the rest of it is just, you know, how he's planning to release everything. I mean, listen, good for him. Could see it being big when it's all done. Yeah, and that's what I figured. I figured once it's all done. Undertale wasn't done like that, right? I thought Undertale was like done all as one game. I mean, I know it's just by him. Music was real good. In Deltarune or in Undertale? Because I'm telling you, like I said, Undertale fucking slapped. I don't know shit about that game, though. I never played it. And I think like the internet is like weirdly protective of that game, so I don't really fucking feel like playing it ever again. Ever again. Undertale, nice, dude. Yeah, I like that. I like that music a lot. I think I have like a vinyl of it. Couldn't get into it. Yeah, see, I don't know that much about it, and I just, like I said, I'm pretty sure the internet's like weirdly weird about that game. So I don't think I ever will. Cool, let's keep going. Here we go. Okay, so this is where Taint might be able to shed some light on some of the kind of the interesting things with Destiny and their their community a little bit lately. I do have a couple of things that I know we can go over, but if you have anything to add, please, we're all ears. Bungie hit with layoffs as Destiny 2, The Final Shape, and Marathon are reportedly delayed. So let's start with the original story, and then we'll go to the update. Destiny 2 developer Bungie has reportedly been affected by layoffs, becoming the latest in a long line of video game studios to undergo downsizing in 2023. This is not a new thing, as they said. This is a huge trend right now. A lot of game companies are starting to slim up a little bit. I think a lot of them were hiring a lot during the pandemic, and now they're kind of having to slim back down a little bit. Not that I'm saying that it's good, but that part of it is, not super surprising, but it is very sad. Bloomberg said on Twitter that staff at the PlayStation Studio developer were informed of the layoffs today on October 30th. So this was read on the 30th. Number of people affected by the downsizing is unclear, though Bungie CEO Peter Parsons reportedly emailed the staff this morning to notify them of a meeting where they would be told more. And so then there was a little bit of an update. Bungie CEO Peter Parsons took to Twitter to share some thoughts of the layoffs. Today is a sad day at Bungie as we say goodbye to colleagues who all have made a significant impact on our studio. What these exceptional individuals have contributed to our games and Bungie culture have been enormous and will continue to be part of Bungie long into the future. These are truly talented people. If you have openings, I would highly recommend each and every one of them. In addition to the layoffs, it's been reported the Destiny 2's Final Shape DLC has been delayed from February until June. Jesus. And that Marathon has slipped into 2025. Jesus. So I know the only thing I wouldn't know much about Destiny if it wasn't for fellow streamers, the Big Cozy Couch, who are big Destiny streamers. At least I know they were. I haven't been over there a little bit lately, so I don't know if they're still kind of getting into it. But I know this is like a very, very tight-knit community. I know that it is a huge, thriving community, and it is absolutely sad to hear that they're just kind of the games are kind of failing them a little bit at this point. Players have been very fatigued by the seasonal format for a couple years now, and the focus on microtransactions. The most recent expansion was a severe disappointment, and the player pop has dropped drastically. Oh wow, yeah, and I think that's kind of what I was kind of feeling. There has to be probably some kind of something like that, and so probably for them to delay this DLC, probably not a bad idea. At least not right now, because it probably was going to be very, very similar. So let me go over to this other one. So Bungie acknowledges difficult week in first statements since the layoffs. On the next expansion, yeah, I believe it. And like I said, I think that the layoffs are not necessarily unexpected, because like I said, I think just a lot of game companies are laying people, like a ton of them. I believe that on that last article at the bottom there is a list, because so many have had to trim down a little bit. It's been crazy, but I totally understand that sentiment of being worried now. Following layoffs a few days ago, Bungie has published a statement about the difficult week the studio had, as the developer alludes to some of its plans moving forward. This has been one of the most difficult weeks in our studio's history, as we parted ways with people we respect and admire, addressing the layoffs of the affected roughly 100 employees. We spent this week supporting one another, including those who are at the studio, as well as friends and colleagues who no longer are. The team also acknowledges that it has lost a lot of fans' trust, noting that it has recognized the concerns and feedback players are sharing regarding Destiny 2 and the mixed reception to the Lightfall expansion. So this is exactly what Taint has been saying. We know we have lost a lot of your trust. Destiny needs to surprise and delight. We haven't done this enough, and it's going to change. There you guys go. A beacon of light. I say that sarcastically because obviously they know that they have to say something. Plus, they were acquired by Sony in the last year. I kind of saw that as like a W, and I'm sure that's kind of changed in perception right now. You know, I think that's just part of it. But I thought them being acquired by Sony would give them more funds to be able to kind of, you know, do a little more. But it seems like that has not been the case. When that first happened, like I said, I thought that was a W. But it seems like it more and more it's just not. That it hasn't panned out the way that Bungie or the Destiny fan base has would have expected, or even the people who are not in the Destiny fan base like myself. Well, at least they're acknowledging that they've been making some mistakes, and I'm sure being kind of in that stagnant kind of same thing makes it very easy for them to be able to put out content very quickly. But Bungie was in a bad spot when we were at GCX in August. Oh, really? Like in what way? What kind of bad spot you're referring to? Not like a financial spot, really. Man, I remember too, like when Sony pulled off that acquisition. People were like talking about how like, yeah, they fucking put it to Microsoft by getting Bungie and all this shit. State of the game. Okay, so they were in like a bad spot with the community and everything. Yeah, it sounds like they just are mishandling like VIP in general at this point. Then they just don't know what the hell they're doing. Just less Destiny. Well, and like they said, that Marathon game is gonna be out, but it's not gonna be out for another like over a year now, so yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy to see how kind of where they've fallen to. Man, I remember hearing no game has gone on like this. Gone on this long. Good for them doing something like this. I remember it wasn't the first Destiny they technically said they were just going to keep on updating it to a point where like you could play it forever, and then they were like Destiny 2 and people were like, what? But you guys said. So I mean, they kind of did, like, you know, that was kind of always their goal, it seemed like. So spending falls, yeah. It's their only moneymaker. I'm sure they won't give up on Destiny. I bet you that's why they're dipping their toes into some of these other things. Like Marathon. Like that's I know, like, people were like, this is huge, this is great. Like when Marathon was announced, like people were I'm pretty sure people were kind of excited about it. But we'll see if that's the case as it goes forward. Missed projections by 45%. Jesus Christ, that's bad. That's real bad. Yeah, they definitely, sure why part of the reason why they had to scale down. They definitely need to get their head out of their ass at this point and figure out what they're gonna do. And yeah, like they said, we haven't surprised to delight lately. They probably need to do something. I remember seeing the thing for Lightfall, and the Lightfall expansion. I was like, whoa, this shit looks wacky. And I thought it looked pretty interesting. And then when I talked to some of the community members, it was like, yeah, it's all right. It's pretty similar. And I was like, what? But it looked so different. So apparently a lot of their marketing is really hype for those kinds of things, but not very good at delivering. Leadership had unrealistic expectations and they aren't being held accountable. Well, they're going to start to be held accountable when, yeah, like you said, population is starting to fall. you're not making as much money. People are gonna be held accountable. Statement has been from the dev team, and it's probably not even the devs team's fault. I mean, I don't want to ever say that it's not, partially probably, but there's more than just the dev team in this company. So it's top tier. It is. It's really fucking good. All right. Shit. Oh man. Okay. So I wasn't streaming when this happened. I mean, I took the week off last week, so I had missed talking about this. So while I was not a big Friends person, and I didn't get to see a lot of Matthew Perry's stuff, and it's very sad that Matthew Perry passed away the other day at 54. Like I said, I wasn't around, so I did want to bring it up. I'm sure everybody knows about it. I'm sure it's not, this is not surprising to anybody, but pretty wild. I've seen a lot of love kind of showered his way, and people kind of talking about who he was, some of his struggles, and just a lot of little things. And I've definitely found a little bit more of an appreciation for him. I believe it was Vash who sent me kind of a video of him on a late night show, kind of doing a conversation with this person. He's kind of telling his story, and it just ended up being very funny, and just I was like, yeah, that's pretty awesome. And like I said, as a person who I didn't care for Friends even a little bit, it definitely doesn't hit me, I think, as hard as it hits a lot of people, but yeah, very, very shocking. So I just wanted to make sure that I brought it up. I don't know if they had ever kind of ruled what it was or anything like that, but I wanted to bring it up. Anybody who passes away is always sad, and 54 is a very young age to pass away at, so very, very sad. The dev team was actually begging for chances to bring players back, but leadership said no. What? Begging for changes? Oh my god, really? I mean, listen, I'm always kind of, I love being behind a dev team, because I feel like they're just kind of the underdogs. They're kind of the artists, behind everything. And then there's always these corporations that kind of have to sell their art, and it kind of is like a weird transaction, but I also think that part of it does definitely fall to them a little bit. I don't think nobody's ever completely blameless, but I think that they're definitely, listen, you're not gonna see me saying that I'm not gonna be backing them a little bit. All right, so this next one, apparently this is our first reveal of the live action Snow White, guys. This is our first look at Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, because for some reason Disney can't fucking stop making live action shit of their fucking films. So there you guys go. Looks about the think you would it was. Looks about the way you think it would be. Okay, great. I'm sure it will be great. No way it will be bad. All of theirs have been just so mediocre, and not even to the point where not that some of them aren't bad, they are, but most of them are just mediocre, which is weird because goddamn, the animated counterparts are so fucking good. What do we gain from this? Nothing. We don't gain shit. We gain to disrespect our nostalgic memories. That's what we gain. Ugh. God, fucking for real. Sorry. All right, let's move on. I don't want to giving Disney money. I don't want to. Although there is some Disney stuff that's coming up and happening right now that's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys have been watching any of the second season of Loki or anything like that. I've been really enjoying that. There's a show called Echo that's coming out. That's another Marvel thing. I have a trailer and some stuff in here about it later on, but that looks pretty good. Pretty interesting things. I don't know, guys. I mean, there's a little bit of Disney money that could be coming up out of my pockets pretty soon here. Black Phone is going to be getting a sequel in 2025. I remember hearing about Black Phone. I don't know what the fuck Black Phone is about. I never saw Black Phone, but it's getting a sequel apparently. Yep. No, I did hear the original was pretty good. And I was like, oh, cool. I'm sure there's people who saw it and thought, oh, cool. I'm gonna, I would like to see another one of those. Yeah, I heard it's good. Never took the time. Same thing. But I heard it was good, and I would like to take the time at some point to go through it, watch it. But as some friends, it is it stars Ethan Hawke, and then there is some some other people in it, but Ethan Hawke's kind of the main person. But yeah, it looked pretty good and looked weird. I heard it was pretty good, but it's gonna be getting a sequel. So if you liked it, great. If you haven't seen it, you got a little bit of time before the sequel comes out. Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom is getting pushed back by 2 days. I don't think I'm gonna see it now. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Push back 2 days? I can't do it. Push back 2 days is too many days. Also, my lights were really bright. I need to turn those ones back down again. Oh, see, that's why my lights looked so bright earlier. See, there we go. That's much cleaner. 2 bar. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I can't deal with this, guys. How are you guys gonna push it back 2 days? So now it's coming out Friday, December 22nd instead of Wednesday, December 20th. Too far, Warner Bros. How am I supposed to watch this movie on a Friday instead of a Wednesday? Also, why was the movie coming out on a Wednesday? That is actually pretty interesting. You know what I'm saying? Do you guys know that movies normally come out on Fridays, right? Like, you guys understand that as well? And like, if you go see it early, it's like on a Thursday or whatever, but technically they come out on a Friday. Why the fuck was it coming out on Wednesday? No one in school then, probably. But that still doesn't make sense. It's like a normal movie timeline, man. It doesn't make sense to me. It no makes sense. Gotta take those kids. I don't care about the kids, man. Take them. I'm not going. I don't want I'm not going. Yeah, I think that's what they were saying, actually. It is not what they were saying. Never mind. I don't know. Whatever. Let's move on. Oh, shit. This is a follow-up to Give a couple extra days. This is a follow-up to a story we had talked about like a couple weeks ago. So, in Spider-Man 2, Miles Morales is Puerto Rican. I think it's his mom's side. And in his apartment, they had the Cuban flag instead of the Puerto Rican flag. They went ahead and fixed that. So, guys, don't worry about it. Just a follow-up to a story we talked about like 4 weeks ago now. Jesus Christ. Oops. Yeah. And if you've seen the two flags, they are very similar. Did they have a picture of the other one? No. Okay, so I believe this is the Cuban one, and the Puerto Rican one, the triangle is blue and the stripes are red instead. So it's just switched. Listen, obviously, I mean, I don't have a keen eye for it, like somebody who would be of Puerto Rican descent would know. So you know, I feel like that's on me, but as people who are okay, so this is a little bit of spoilers for Spider-Man 2. Hey, what's happening, V? That's why I was confused by their accents and dialogue. How are you doing? Okay, little tiny spoilers, okay? Guys, promise you, it's tiny. It's really not much. But if you want to, you know, close the ears, now's the time. I'm going to give you a second here. So there's a suit in the game that has the Puerto Rican flag on it. So the devs obviously know what the fucking flag looks like. Fucking, they know what the fucking flag looks like, and they still put the Cuban fucking one in his house. Hey Vash, can only stay for a little bit. Hey man, we'll take as much time as we can get. We'll suck that time dry. Hey, oh, looking fresh. Yes, that's right, man. Got all kinds of cleaned up. The hair's all trimmed up. You know, listen, I'm out here trying to look fresh. Yeah, I like the fresh cut. Yes, guys, yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you so much. Yeah, it was hair was getting long. We were trying something. My girlfriend always cuts my hair for me, and we were like, hey, let's try something. And she was kind of like measuring it all up, getting it all cut up, and she was like, I think it's too tall. I think I might have cut it up a little higher. And I was like, that kind of looks sick, actually. I kind of feeling it. And listen, my hair is just fucking absurdly curly. I don't fucking know. Like, look at this. This is I didn't do shit to my hair. This is weird. I have the weirdest curly hair in the world. So yeah, I'm kind of digging it though. Yeah, welcome in, Vash. How you been, man? So yeah, a little follow up to the thing, you know. I don't know. Let's move on. Oh shit, Cyclo, where you at, bud? You're gonna like this. I mean, only because you play Stardew now, you know. Let me get the flannel all straightened out here for this one. Let's go. Volume up, you wish, bro. Yeah, that word is that's not one I would have been able to say. Voluptuous. Make it quick. I'm trying to have a kid before summer. Oh my god, bro. Whoa. Slow and steady, my friend. Voluminous. Oh, voluminous. That's the word you meant. Okay. So there's a little bit of a there's a festival. Well, not a festival. What is it? Like a concert for Stardew music? Goodness Christ, guys. Sorry. I feel like I was reading chat for a second. There's a concert for Stardew Music, and they have a little trailer here. They got a little tease of some music in here, and I thought it was kind of worth checking out. So let's check this. Let's check this out. Let's check it out. I don't know why I'm doing this. Yes, love it. Now give it to me good here. All right, that's it. Legitimately, I'm not kidding. They were about to be like, it cuts off so fucking quick. But it's very nice. I just thought this was nice, and you know, also kind of talks about that they're doing a concert. If you want to see them, there's the dates. There's a weird conversation going on over here. There's a lot of buns and ovens and talk here, and it's freaking me out. So yeah, here you guys go. Okay, let's move on. I'm doing okay. Stressed as it goes. Same. Real same. I've had. Hey, you guys want to talk about? You guys want to talk about crippling stress? I've had a headache for 4 days now, so I'm either gonna have like a terrible aneurysm or it's a lot of the stress. Could be a toss up. Small tumor. Hey, as long as it's small. Listen, if it's small, we should definitely give it a cute name. You know, yeah, little small cute boy. Yeah. Let's listen. In all honesty, if something ever happened, I would totally get through it with a lot of jokes and laughter. So I'd appreciate y'all being there with me with that. You need some medication. Hey, speaking of, guys, I voted today. I say this because recreational marijuana was on the ballot today. Got it in more ways than one. Actually, just the one way, by voting. Massaging your thyroid behind ears, neck of base. Oh, back here? I don't know. I usually have some actual medication, not the quote starred medication Bash is trying to hit me up on. But I also have like a compression mask for my my head. Try to massage that area. I will try it. You know what? I'm all about everything. People have told me about piercings that'll potentially help. And then that, yeah. Listen, I'm pretty much willing to try whatever. Yeah. All right. Let's. I'll be there before your break, bro. You got stuff to do. It sounded like you don't got to worry about me. It's fine. All right. Next up is a trailer for a Planet of the Apes movie. I'm gonna go ahead and say this is the weirdest fucking thing. If everything else, damn, bro. I love to hear that. Nah, I'm good, man. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. So there's like a bunch of there's a bunch of Planet of the Apes films that I saw, like the first one. And I don't remember what they're fucking called because they always change like the first thing on the title. And this one is apparently Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I figure we'll watch it because it seems like it's a big fucking thing. But I don't know. Soaking one's hands or feet in the hottest water possible helps minimize pain. Oh, really? Listen. Okay. Listen, let me try that sometime too. Even if I'm like, so once I get like, I usually take my medication and sometimes I'll put on my my compression thing my compression headband. I don't know what the fuck it's called. While I'm doing that, hands and feet soup. Well, listen, while I'm doing that, if it would help minimize some of the pain, I would absolutely fucking try that. All right, let's check out this trailer real quick, guys, and then we'll talk about hands and foot soup, okay? I promise.
When I sleep, I see strange things.
I'm gonna grab my water real quick too, guys.
Memories?
Not memories. New things. I see everything.
That is not everything. What a wonderful day!
No way you can't be chesting that vibe, man. Tell me that. Yeah. Booty twerking music. Come on, bruv. Yeah, no, it looks terrible. To be honest, I don't fucking care about this. But here's what I will say. It totally looks like they're like setting up a Planet of the Humans. They like all the humans are all like scared and everything. They're like chasing them and shit. Are the humans gonna revolt, guys? They gonna do a little switcheroo? They gonna do a little switch? I can't believe you're not catching that vibe though, bro. It was so good. It was probably as best of a vibe as you could get. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure you saw that. If you're interested, more power to you. I got no problems, you know. But I'm not into it. All right, this next one is a trailer for a collaboration. Exoprimal and Monster Hunter are doing a little collab, and it looked pretty sick. Twerk that booty. Man, listen, I got a lot of junk in the trunk, but the twerking, I don't think I can do it. So, unfortunately, I will leave that to the professionals, you know? Yeah, so let's take a look at this bad boy. I don't know shit about Exoprimal, so, but this should look pretty sick. Music just make me a little nostalgic too, actually. Less so now. I had that turned up from the last trailer. Sorry. It was real fucking loud for a second. It's a good looking collab.
Metrics indicate that you are supremely talented hunters.
That Narga.
You must hunt a terrifying monster known as the King of the Skies. Work together and hunt as a team. Good luck.
Stop it, Psycho. It's only Pookie if I can disrespect him with green. That green sharpness. This was a little bit of a fake out right here. They're like, look at it, it's Rajang, guys. But Rajang is just the armor, a skin for your armor. Oh, fuck, he was prancing and everything, too. That was great. Yeah. It's so good. It's really good. I was gonna say too, like, man, Monster Hunter has really become synonymous with Rathalos, huh? Like, I feel like they're never gonna be able to not put Rathalos in a Monster Hunter going forward ever again, are they? Like, that's like, and I know that's probably not like a new thing. It's probably been for a long time that way, but like they're like, that's like a must-have at this point, I think. Fighting off hordes of dinosaurs. Oh, okay, yeah, that's what they were showing off in that one. So it's kind of like what is those other games? Fuck. What is those ones they made? Hyrule Warriors was one of them. You know? Dino Crisis? Okay, maybe. I was thinking of kind of those horde wave kind of what if it was Kezu? Oh, bro, you stop it with Kezu. We don't need more phallic monsters. Reinstalling for this. Yeah, I thought this looks pretty great. If I had it, I would totally do the same. Love Bully and Pookie. I do love Bully and Pookie though. Rathalos is the poster child, and I get that. First game cover and flagship. I again completely understand it. It's just, it's funny that they are never allowed to do it. Move away from that. A PvP element. Okay, interesting. If you have that, I do have it. I might have to check it out. But yeah, this looks pretty interesting, and I wanted to show it off to y'all. What's next? Oh, hey, have you guys heard of Modern Warfare 3 is out? And people have said that the campaign is truly ass. But also, Modern Warfare 3 gets Xbox first-party treatment with startup screen that rankles some fans. I don't know what rankle means, but I assume it's not a good thing. I'm be upset without them. Yeah, I mean, I totally get it. I'm just saying. It's almost just funny at this point where, like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of, like, what is another game that's so tied to one thing that it cannot progress without it at this point. And not that's a bad thing. Pokemon without Pikachu. Exactly. You can't do it, right? You have to have Pikachu in there. Rankle is like Cankle for your wrist. You talking about Luigi? Oh my god, stop it, bro. You know that's not true. Rankle, causing annoyance or resentment that persists. Wow. An annoyance that persists. Wow. Hey, thank you for actually looking it up and not telling me about it. My cankles for my wrists with an R. Frankles, Jesus Christ. I heard it was ass before I even knew it was releasing. Yeah, that's true. I mean, listen, I know that like COD always gets a bad rap for like their campaigns not always being like amazing, but I think that they're usually like okay to good, and people were like, no, this is ass. So rankles, Jesus Christ. Modern Warfare 3 is a multi-platform release, but that isn't stopping Xbox from giving it the full first-party treatment. Xbox users booting up their consoles today were greeted by a large splash screen prompting them to buy it now with the campaign is out. And some of them aren't too happy about it. This is dumb. I can't play COD. I don't play COD. I never bought a Call of Duty. I shouldn't turn on my Xbox, and the literal first thing I should be an ad for a game or anything for that matter. Not good ass. Swamp ass. Oh my god. Not swamp ass. That's the worst. They come out every year and I don't care. Same. I could not even tell you what the last COD game I had ever played was, and it was like for a handful of minutes and I was done. It's not my thing. So I thought this was pretty funny. People were a little upset that Call of Duty is getting really pushed out there. Oh, here we go, guys. On to the next. This is a big deal, kind of. Futurama is getting renewed for another 2 seasons. Interesting. I know Cyclone's gonna be super hyped about this. I know he's been just so excited. Did you ever watch the new season, Cyclone? Oh wow. Oh wow. You have to let me know when you do get around to it. Futurama has been renewed for 2 more seasons. The popular sci-fi animated series was recently revived on Hulu for its 11th season, with another on its way in 2024. Now they're going to be 2 more. Hulu announced in a press release on Thursday. Ooh, this is hella good music. Yeah, this is actually from a person who actually comes and visits streams every so often. He makes some of this music, I think just in his spare time. He makes good stuff. I think this is on Spotify. I can there, I'll throw it in there for you. That is his links if you want to go check him out. His name is Cross, but he has a whole album, and the album is fantastic. I quite like it. So yeah, just wanted to make sure I brought this up. 2 more seasons. We'll see. Maybe it'll be great. Maybe it'll be whatever. I don't know. I thought season 11 was okay. It was very okay. It was like a 6. But if you ever wanted to, listen, if you guys wanted, I'm gonna throw the YouTube into the chat over there. I actually reviewed every single episode. The reviews are about 4 5 minutes at most each. So go check them out. I promise. They're very good. Very interesting that they are doing more. Well, yeah, I guess. It's definitely something that they're doing more. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it just yet. Let's do a couple more, and then we'll do a break here in a few minutes, guys. But let's knock out a handful more of these articles. Elden Ring's Shadow of the Erd Tree expansion is proceeding smoothly. Dark Souls and Bloodborne developer FromSoft has said the development on Elden Ring's highly anticipated expansion, Shadow of the Erd Tree, is proceeding smoothly. Listen, I had no idea that they were doing any kind of expansion. That's kind of sick. I'm kind of interested to see that. I watched a lot of people play Elden Ring, so I would actually like to see more Elden Ring content. It was a lot of fun to watch. We are currently working hard on the development of DLC for the Elden Ring, but we have not announced a release date at this time. Development is proceeding smoothly. How was the new season received overall? Ooh, I wonder. Let's do this. So the first one I saw was, this is an excellent evolution for the series and one that serves it very well throughout the season. That seems a little strong. Rotten Tomatoes puts it at an 86 with an audience score of 75. Metacritic put it at a 67 with a user score of about 6.4. And IGN put it at about a 6. So it looks like people were like, it was either okay or a little better, I guess. So seems like it was a little bit everywhere. Those sound fair. Some of them do. A couple of those sounded pretty all over themselves about it, actually. So, okay, cool. I'm gonna this next one I want to bring up. This is in particular. Yeah, those ones. So this next one I'm bringing up. I'm just gonna let you know. I know this is gonna be huge, guys. It's gonna be a little spoilers for The Flash. You guys remember the movie The Flash? Came out just a little while ago. There's a little spoiler. It's actually a pretty huge spoiler. I mean, it's not the huge spoiler, but it is a huge spoiler. So I'm just saying, you know, if that was like the one movie you were like, guys, I haven't gotten around to see it, but I'm so excited. I want to let you know now. If you want to break away for a second here, because I'm gonna show some things. I will not show some things. Read some things. All right, let's do it. Nicolas Cage criticizes the Superman cameo in The Flash. Quote, "I did not do that." It's no secret that The Flash packed in plenty of super-powered cameos. However, it looks as though Nicolas Cage cameo wasn't at all the same as what he filmed. When I went to the picture, it was me fighting a giant spider. I did not do that. That was not what I did. The scene in question appears near the end of The Flash during the cinematic Chrono Bowl battle, which sees Barry Allen snatch a glimpse at various worlds throughout the multiverse. Nick Cage's cameo is a glimpse at one of those worlds and a callback to the Tim Burton Superman movie that was never made but would have starred Nick Cage as the Man of Steel. Although the cameo was very CGI in its appearance, it was nevertheless shot in person, with Cage appearing on set adorned in Superman costume, and while it may have eventually differed from what he shot, Cage insisted it was not AI. I don't think it was AI. I know Tim Burton is upset by AI, as am I. It was CGI, okay? So that they could de-age me, and I'm fighting a spider. I didn't do any of that, so I don't know what happened there. But I get where Tim's coming from. I know what he means. I would be very unhappy if people were taking my art and appropriating them. I get it. I mean, I'm with him in that regard. AI is a nightmare to me. It's inhumane. You can't get more inhumane than artificial intelligence. Damn. Bars, my friend. Bars. Wow. I feel like I know he's just talking off the cuff and kind of rant, but God, it is hard to fucking read. Yeah. I mean, I saw a lot of the CGI in that film. I never saw the film. And it's bad. It's real bad. Moving on. Whew, I need a little bit of water here, you know? Strange. Yeah, very strange. Also, did you ever see that the second Doctor Strange, Vash? Never had those before. Ooh, the liquid deaths. Is that what you're talking about? Some of them are very refreshing. This is one of my favorite ones. It is a sparkling water with lime, and I think it's actually it's fantastic. It's super refreshing. But yeah, they're just water. So usually they do have some tea, and it is quite good. I don't think I've seen that one. Okay. Listen. Are you worried about a little spoilery thing? A little spoilery thing? Because you said strange, and it made me think. Because I did watch Doctor Strange yesterday. Was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. I did watch it. Because I hadn't seen it since I had first seen it, so. When I visit the US again, yeah, do it. It's definitely worth it. It is. They're pretty freaking good. I for a little while there was just buying cases of them, and I've had to step back. But I do have a case of lime right now, and it's very delicious. Especially because I feel like I'm doing a lot of extra talking on this stream compared to a normal stream where there might be some downtime, and also. Just, you know, my vocals are not ready to roll. They're all good. Yes. But yeah, so I was watching Doctor Strange, and there is a cameo in it that I got to see again, and I was like, oh shit. do. Trying to find a good one of these. Not too worried. Cool. All right. Yeah, all the rest of y'all fuck yourselves. The movie's been out for a while, but yeah, for real. If you don't want to know this, it's pretty dope. I'm sorry. So yeah, you motherfuckers. y'all know that John Krasinski was in Doctor Strange 2 as Mr. Fantastic. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so I was sitting there and I was like, oh, I might find something to watch. And I was like, oh shit, because I've been watching The Office for a lot recently. Yeah, and it made me think about it. I was like, oh shit, I should watch that movie again. And after seeing him a lot in The Office, I'm just reframing everything I see of him. People were like really not happy about him being in it. He looks good. He looks great. But people were not having him being Mr. Fantastic because Mr. Fantastic is supposed to be like the smartest man in the world. They're like, but he couldn't be. He's Jim. You're like, come on. Fuck off. It's a character. But no, he was awesome. But I don't think they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna keep him though, which is fucking stupid. I really wish they would. I would support that casting. I would too. I want them to keep him. But I don't think they're going to. But yeah, he was in that. There's a bunch of other things and stuff. The movie is kind of weird. I still liked it though. I still enjoyed it. It's by Sam Raimi, so better than the Jack Ryan. Same. Or that other one that he did that was like the military one that I didn't fucking care about at all. Benghazi? Oh shit, Benghazi, that's what it was. Yeah, I would rather him be doing something fun. We also watched A Quiet Place, the first one, recently as well. Man, it's good. He doesn't get to talk much in it, so it's kind of funny to watch him in that. I would like him to do more things, but yeah, I don't think he's gonna. I think that Marvel's gonna move on and cast somebody else now, which is sad. There is a lot of Marvel. Over here. There's a lot of Marvel news coming up too. Lots of stuff. Let's do. I want to watch that movie. You should. You should. Let's do the Echo stuff real quick, and then let's take a break. Okay. So Marvel is gonna be doing a show called Echo, and this is gonna be spinning off of Hawkeye. So there's a Hawkeye show. It was pretty interesting. They introduced Echo. And now that she's going to get her own show. So let's go ahead and check out this real quick. And then I'm going to break it down a little more because there is some pretty interesting things that are coming along with this series. So let's go ahead and let's take us a look.
Maya. I see everything that you are. I always have. Don't be afraid. So much pain in you. So much rage that you can't contain it. The same. So, who's the monster?
So, A, this looks fucking fantastic. B, guys, so right here, this is going to be Marvel's first foray into TVMA stuff. So this is the first show. Yeah, the music hits. This is gonna be the fucking. This is where they're gonna take that step into being a little. And I didn't realize this when I first watched the trailer, and that fucking dude got shot in the neck, and I was like, what? That is not something you expect to see. So Echo is, I believe she is deaf, and then she is also missing one of her legs. So that's why they kind of were doing some of the interesting audio choices. So I think this looks really cool. It is also, they are dropping all of the episodes on January 10th. So Disney also would do this whole thing where they would drop like a show like a week at a time. They are actually going to drop this entire show all at once. Just a Kingpin show. They might. This is technically probably pretty close to that, man. I know it's going to be mostly around Echo, but it sounds like he's going to be pretty tied into it as well. Let me forward in here a little bit real quick. There was another piece here, I thought. So I'm pretty sure this is also this is Daredevil. So I'm pretty sure Daredevil is also going to be in this show. Pretty fucking weird stuff. But so I just thought this looks pretty interesting. But like I said, there's a little more to it as well. So Echo is going to be part of a series that Marvel is now launching under what it's calling its Spotlight banner. And apparently this Spotlight banner means that you don't have to have seen I think anything else to enjoy these specific things. So they're going to be kind of trying to do more things that are no longer tied to a bigger overall like story thing. Right? This is fucking amazing. Fucking finally. They're finally realizing. Yeah, that's definitely part of it. They're definitely trying to pull in more people, but they're also just realizing that they need to stop making everything so convoluted. And they need to make more things that people can just enjoy. Lost track ever ending, totally checked out. And that's completely fair. So so this is a way to signify a project can be enjoyed by fans without all the prior knowledge of the larger MCU. I think that there will be like a little catch up kind of thing just to let you know, because there is some things like at the end of this they show Kingpin, he's missing his eye. He did get it shot by Echo at the end of Hawkeye, so they will kind of show those things, I would assume. But this won't tie into like some other bigger thing. I think everything that's surrounding this so far has actually made me fucking hyped, because dropping them all at once, TVMA, Kingpin looks fucking sick, the show looks sick, you're gonna have Daredevil. You're gonna have this under a Spotlight banner, which means you don't have to have all this other fucking prior knowledge. It just sounds like it's a fucking win right now, where the MCU really fucking needs it. Well, I shouldn't say the MCU, where Marvel fucking needs it. And if this is kind of a good hit, people are gonna be fucking on board for doing more of this kind of shit. I am so hyped for it. Unexpected but awesome. Yeah. They dropped this like a casually on a Saturday the other day, and I got on and I was like, oh fuck, what the hell is this? So I checked it out. I was like, oh damn, this looks great. So I was all excited about it. All right. AI Seinfeld show Nothing Forever was broken, then fixed, and now it's horrifying. Okay, that headline is feels broke. Sometimes I feel like a napkin at a barbecue smothered in sauce, but no use to anyone. I had a nightmare last night. That time was a sandwich. I was trying to eat it, but it was too much. And what's even weirder is that I don't even like sandwiches. Can you believe that? Time has a flavor, and right now it tastes sour. That's just a brief taste of some of the unsettling lines I heard in just a few minutes of listening to Nothing Forever today. The AI-generated Seinfeld-like sitcom, the AI-generated Seinfeld-like sitcom has been running to a dwindling audience since last February, but in recent days, it's taken a deeply weird turn into existential, and I don't know whether to be amused or horrified. Yeah, so there's like an AI-powered... It's called Nothing Forever. And it's like a Seinfeld like ripoff, but it's like this weird like blocky animation, and it live streams on Twitch. And it is weird. And it was real strange. But apparently it's gotten really weirdly existential. I just thought this was funny because I watched a little bit of it back when it first started, and it was weird. Let me see. Let's see if we can find it real quick. It's probably still going right now, right? Is this it? Oh, maybe. Is this actually it? I was trying to see. I was trying to see if they had the actual thing on here. I don't see it. Hey, this might be it. All right, well, let's hope. I'm so sorry if it's not. A little bit of an ad here real quick. So this is on a channel called Watch Me Forever, but it only had 47 views, which is very weird. Seems very low. Okay, let's just see what's going on.
Ever thought about time, guys? What if we are puppets to it?
What about the goblin? Is he a puppet too?
This is really weird.
Your goblin theory only works, Kelly, if you believe your apartment has a consciousness.
The fuck? Steamed hammed one? No, what is that?
As for me, I'm more fascinated by this coffee always tasting vaguely of copper.
What the fuck? This is so weird. This is
Does
more
anyone
weird.
else notice that?
This is more weird than I remember.
Connoisseur on someone else's dime, Lou.
All right, I'm done with that. But yeah, so there is like that. That's a whole thing, and it's apparently, yeah, it's getting a little weirdly existential at times here. Yeah, if you see the Simpson one, I mean, let me know, man. If it's something I can bring up on stream, I would totally be interested in that. It's very weird, but it's apparently getting very existential lately, and you know, making people a little bit uneasy. All right, so PlayStation Plus has announced its games for November, I believe. So they're starting to, you can start to download them as of today. Look at this, so timely. This was written like 7 days ago, but whatever, this is really timely now, right? So they are going to be giving away Cold Iron's Alien Fireteam Elite, Mafia 2 the Definitive Edition, and Dragon Ball The Breakers. Mafia 2 is set in a fictional post-World War II New York. I don't know shit about the Mafia games. Dragon Ball Breakers, The Breakers, meanwhile, is an asymmetrical 2022 survival action title from developer Dimps. Weird. And then Aliens Fireteam Elite. I believe that one was like a third-person shooter, boasts numerous gameplay customization avenues. So a lot of some actually pretty decent games in there. So, oh, never mind, they got perma banned. Oh no, why'd they get? Do you know why they got banned? Probably not anything good. Mafia is a fun series, cool. So that's awesome then. I don't know too much about Mafia, but that's this is like apparently a definitive edition, which means it's probably like a pretty decent you know, all-inclusive package then. So some pretty good stuff there, you know. I thought these all sounded like, I was like, oh cool, I'll add them to my library, and then maybe I'll never think about them again. But I've had games in my library from like other things, and then like been like, oh, let me check that out, and been like, oh, these are great. So I'm all about that. I really appreciate it. Marvel's reportedly considering bringing back the original Avengers cast for a new movie. Yeah. Oh fuck. They've finally done it. They finally admitted that they can't they can't figure out a fucking idea on how to move forward with new characters, apparently, huh? Amid uncertainty over the current state of the MCU, Marvel executives apparently considered going back to its roots. A beefy new report from Variety delves into some of the major issues surrounding the MCU, particularly those concerning the influx of content over the past few years since Avengers Endgame, which is what Taint was saying. One of the solutions that was considered, apparently a new Avengers movie with the original cast. That would, per the Variety report, include the return of Robert Downey Jr.'s Iron Man, Tony Stark, and Scarlett Johansson's Natasha Romanoff, Black Widow, despite their deaths in Endgame. Marvel, however, reportedly hasn't committed to this drastic proposal. That's at least partially due to the fact that, given MCU's actors' famously high salaries, that plan would prove pricey for a studio that's already bleeding money. According to Variety sources, Downey's upfront salary for Iron Man 3 was $25 million, and that's not even considering the percentage of box office earnings that many actors earn as compensation as well. Yeah, there's a little bit more that goes on in here about some of the inner issues of everything, but they feel like they were trying to, like, Endgame was kind of like the moment where they were like, all right, we need to turn the page and move forward, and then they were like, or what we could do, we could try a few things, figure out that we're not able to do that, and now just let's just go back. I feel like people would see it as a sign of giving up, and yeah, I think it's a bad look. I think that they should I don't know, there's so many things they could do. I just think it's such a bad idea to go back now. As much as I mean, there's a lot of those actors that I really, really liked. It's too late. You gotta you gotta move forward with what you got. We keep getting the same rehash, and some of the stuff that they were laying out in the last couple of in one of the press releases they did, where they laid out like all the movies that are coming out over the next 5 years or whatever. There's some in there that, like, legitimately I was like, oh, that's fucking really cool. And I don't understand. They need to especially look at, like, look at the Spider-Verse movies. I mean, you're like, yeah, well, we have Spider-Man, and we could keep doing Spider-Man movies, or what we could do is be original and find something. It's like, hey, we have Spider-Man, but we can kind of do this other thing, and those completely revolve around Miles Morales, which is still, yes, like a Spider-Man technically, but kind of a newer version of that, and doing something very fun and interesting with those. I feel like, yeah, they could do so many things, and they just, it's funny that they rehashing their own movies is becoming an issue now. I would have never thought about it. Yo, Lone, what's happening? How are you doing, Lone? But yeah, oh my goodness. Here, I wanted to show you guys this too while we're talking about it, I guess. Oh, shoot. So my girlfriend bought me this a little while back, and she could not find it for the life of her, but she recently found it. This is one of my comics. This is a pretty old Spider-Man comic. I believe I think it's the first run. I can't ever remember. I remember looking at how to tell and stuff. But it is a comic from the year that I was born. What a fucking this is one of my prized ones. I need to find a better way of taking care of it. Right now it's just in its baggie and everything. Hydro Man, Venom, just a very cool one. So I just thought it was pretty fucking cool. How many times have you seen Batman's parents die in film? Yeah, and people fucking hate that. Or I mean, even on the other side, on the Marvel side, how many times Uncle Ben has gotten killed? Doing well? I'm doing fantastic. I'm so happy. I was off all last week, and to be back this week, today has made me very happy. Yeah, I love that. I love that one. I need to, like I said, I need to actually get it. I probably need to send it out and get it graded or something. It may not. I think it's like I think they have it graded as a 8.0 right now, but that's not an official grading. And even if it did only get an 8, whatever, I'd rather get that whole thing done. Yeah. Okay, so let's keep going. So kind of on the same Marvel woes, Marvel has discussed pivoting to Doctor Doom to fix its Kang debacle. And people will be like, what do you mean it's Kang debacle? Well, not good. Kang's not cutting it. After one movie as the antagonist and most of Loki season 2 as a supporting character, he just hasn't felt like a villain that can carry a whole phase of the Marvel Cinematic Universe on his back the same way that Thanos did. According to a report from Variety, Marvel has recently had similar concerns. I feel like that's not the only reason. At a retreat in Palm Springs, Marvel leadership reportedly considered swapping Kang out for arguably Marvel Comics' greatest villain, Dr. Doom. According to Variety, Doom is one of many backup plans Marvel President Kevin Feige and his team considered early this year during their annual retreat. Yeah. So there's some other issues. It looks like they're going to dive into them at least a little bit here. The reason for questioning Kang and the need for backup plans go deeper than poor box office performance and lackluster movies. MCU Kang is currently played by Jonathan Majors, an actor whose star was once on the rise, but has been accused of assault and sexually misconduct by a number of different women. Yeah. That seems like more like a plausible reason why, including criminal charges filed against him. Majors is set to appear in court in late November, which could make Marvel's decision on whether or not to move forward with the actor more straightforward. But it remains to be seen whether or not the Disney-owned studio will want to continue working with an actor who is part of so much public controversy, no matter the verdict. Yeah, I feel like this is a big move. All the personal things that are going on with Jonathan Majors is just ridiculous. I mean, you got to kind of go, I don't know, this is such a weird, it's a hard subject to kind of get into. No matter, what's going on there, just this idea of like, well, we might just switch to another person, then another villain, instead of just switching out like the actor. In all honesty, I think most people would be like, hey, if Disney was like, listen, we're gonna move on from this actor, but the new one's still gonna be Kang. Like, people will be like, oh yeah, we get it. We're good. Trust me, that's how I would 100% be. If they were like, listen, we're gonna have to move on from this guy because of some of this stuff, I'd be like, okay, cool, yeah, I totally get it. I'm good. Ain't got to worry about me, bro. But I don't know. Instead, they're like, well, maybe we'll just pivot to something else. Like, I mean, again, it feels like just kind of giving up instead of fleshing out the character correctly. Not spending the time that they should, into investing in certain things. They're like, hey, well, we'll just pivot and to do something else. How about no? But we shall see. Lies of P sequel has been confirmed. First DLC and game updates have been teased. Now these might be old news. I don't know. Maybe there's more to it now, but Lies of P publisher has announced a new game update, teased the game's first DLC, and confirmed plans to release a sequel. Lies of P sold 1 million copies in less than a month after Round 8 Studios' well-received Souls-like launched on PlayStation 4, 5, Xbox One, Series X and S, PC via Steam, and Mac via the Mac app. It reimagines the classic fairy tale of Pinocchio in Bloodborne-style gameplay. Lies of P is my game of the year. Bro, it looks so good. I don't like Souls-like games, and Lies of P was like the first one where I was like, shit, I might have to play that. I have the demo for it. I need to check out the demo. Even though I know the demo is kind of like a broken version of the actual game, I should just check it out just to see how I like it. But I thought this was really, really cool, and I think there's probably some spoilery stuff maybe down below or whatever. I'm not going to go into any of that. I just thought this was very cool. So they're talking about updates, DLC, sequels, all the good stuff that you want to see from a successful series. Very happy to see it. Like I said, everything looks really good about it. I have seen very little about it, which is actually pretty interesting. I have stayed away because I did potentially want to play it, so. Very, very cool stuff. The next is a trailer for The Fall Guy, not Fall Guys. Everybody knows Fall Guys, but this is not that. This is The Fall Guy. It's a Ryan Gosling film, and I just listen. I love me some Ryan Gosling, so I'm all about that. So I figure we'll check out this trailer. I watched a little bit of it, and I was like, it was good enough. We'll take a look. So let's check this out.
In 3, 2, 1, action.
So good.
Oh, good.
Shot to the heart, and you're too late, darling. You give love a bad name.
Anyone but him. I didn't approve him. You know that. You are literally the last person on earth I want to see slap the shit out of you. I really could.
And I'm open to that in a safer environment.
You've been a ghost. No phone call, no text.
It's not like I didn't want to apologize.
You don't have to explain anything. It was just a flame. So how have you been? God, I hate that thumbs up stunt guy stuff. I'm the director.
We're gonna set this man on fire.
You're a stunt guy. We need to keep it super profesh.
Profesh is my middle name.
You said your middle name was Danger.
How'd we do, boss? Really?
Yeah.
Holster that.
Yeah, it's holstered. It's done. Forget. You never saw it.
Tom Ryder, the biggest action star on the planet, is missing. You need to bring him back on. Jodie's movie is dead.
Why me?
You're a stuntman. Nobody's gonna notice you. That's your job. No offense.
I mean, some taken.
You find Ryder, save Jodie's film. You get the love of your life back.
I'm not the hero. I'm just the double. Not today, you're not. Tom, we only need you back on set, pal.
Dead body on ice.
He was so dead, Gail. He was super dead.
He has got himself involved with some shady people.
I had no choice. I had to do some Jason Bourne shit. They were trying to kill me. And not in a fun way. You can make it, you can make it. You can't make it. It's too dangerous. Gotta be stairs. Okay.
What happened to your face? You look terrible.
You look amazing.
You fall down, you get right back up. How far would you go for the one that you love?
I'll buy you a drink when this is over. Engage your core.
Yeah, boy. Stop.
Let's do it later. Want to go to a beach somewhere?
Drink a spicy margarita.
Make some bad decisions.
Yes.
Corny as hell. Need to watch it. And listen, I love it. Like I said, I'm a little bit of a Ryan Gosling fanboy here, so I love it. I think he's got such great comedic chops. It's probably not gonna be like a like a A1 movie, but I feel like it's gonna be good and funny and probably a little bit touching at times, maybe. we'll see. But I thought it looked pretty decent, and I wanted to make sure y'all saw it. Let's keep moving. So apparently recently that BlizzCon happened. I don't know much about BlizzCon, but apparently they announced some stuff, and I figured we would just go over a quick rundown of all the things that got announced or revealed or whatever. I guess that's what this says. What the fuck is this weird thing down here? I don't know. And I don't. Maybe you'll see something that was like, oh, that's really cool. I don't know. I just figured we'll go through it all. Diablo 4 first expansion will be called Vessel of Hatred. Blizzard announced 3 expansions to World of Warcraft, the World Soul Saga. Interesting. I don't know shit about World of Warcraft either. I didn't know they were still doing things for World of Warcraft either. World of Warcraft Classic is adding the Cataclysm expansion. I feel like I don't know shit about World of Warcraft Classic. I don't know. I was gonna say something like, I almost felt like the idea of them doing this classic thing was like to be like, y'all remember like original World of Warcraft? Like, we're gonna take you back to that time and you guys can just enjoy that instead of having all these expansions. And then they were like, well, we got this expansion for this. But maybe I'm completely way off. I don't know. So Overwatch 2's new hero is Muga. Maybe I'm saying that wrong. The game's first Samoan hero. Hearthstone's next major event or major expansion is Showdown in the Badlands. Diablo tabletop RPG has been announced. Phil Spencer made a surprise appearance at BlizzCon open ceremonies. Throughout Blizzard's history, they've pioneered and refined so much across the gaming industry, and many of you today have been part of that journey. Think of Diablos. It propelled the action RPG genre forward. StarCraft spawned the foundation for what esports would eventually become, and StarCraft 2 was a major catalyst for the evolution of games as live entertainment. And then he went on to say some other shit. I don't know. Pretty cool that he was out there. I mean, he does own them, so... or at least he part of the team that owns them. Warcraft Rumble gets a launch cinematic and launch gameplay trailer. And that was it. Okay, so just a couple of little things here and there. It looked like a lot of World of Warcraft type things. And then just a handful of other little things. But yeah, pretty cool. I wonder about this tabletop RPG for Diablo. Could be interesting. So yeah, just a handful of things, and you know, some pretty cool stuff, I think. I don't really know, actually. I feel like I'm so far outside of the range of who this is for, but you know, and I'm sure there's somebody who's like maybe excited about it. All right, Vampire Survivor is getting a self-contained miniature story mode adventure. I brought this one up specifically because our good friend Cyclo really enjoyed some Vampire Survivor. Hey, yes, that's right. Vampire Survivor version 1.8.0 free update is coming soon and will bring with it a new gameplay experience called Adventure, which are self-contained miniature story modes that reset and remix the game's content. As revealed in an FAQ, adventures will let you play as the Vampire Survivor cast and go on a bunch of wacky side quests to learn more about the lore of the game. Each adventure will have its own progression path, meaning these new gameplay sessions will not impact your main progression or make you lose unlocks you already have. I just thought this was pretty cool. The game looks really great. I still haven't gotten to check it out, but it does look really, really good. And yeah, just having more content and or more interesting kind of campaign type content thing to do, even if they're just mini adventures or whatever. I think that's kind of an interesting idea. Just kind of set up, you know, stuff for people to be like, oh, this is cool. Why, you know, like it's a little extra reason why to play something, you know. Fine, but it didn't need it. Right, it didn't, but they thought best $5 you can spend. Oh, nice. I didn't know. I keep on forgetting how cheap that game is. I really should just pick it up. One of the next couple of times I think about it, I'll pick it up. Did I ever? I wonder if I ever threw it in my throw it on my wish list real quick, so that way I remember to pick it up sometime. Yeah, the game looks really good, and it's one of those things. Like, I love that as they're doing free updates, they're like, hey, we'll add a little extra something. And maybe, you know, for most people, it might be like, yeah, that's whatever. I don't really care. Or for some people, it'll be like, yeah, this is fine. Whatever. So, pretty cool. Doritos is releasing a crunch cancellation tech, so people don't hear that horrible sound down your mic. I did read this this article ahead of time. A couple I will, you know, and sometimes I won't. It just depends on what's happening. But yeah, apparently Doritos has released what it's calling the crunch cancellation software that silences that horrible crunching sound gamers across the globe will be all too familiar with. Anyone who's played games with friends online will be familiar with the annoying sound that streaks through your headphones when a teammate is munching on a snack. So Doritos enlisted the help of a software developer who uses AI to strip the sound out of the comms. I legitimately don't know how real this is. I assume it's actually real. I don't know. Fucking weird. But I don't know. The software developer Dalen Fassbach trained the AI on the sound of over 5,000 Dorito crunches over the course of a year or half a year. Then separated the voice from the crunch to remove the annoying sound from the audio. There's a little demo. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't fucking care that much. When it comes to Doritos, crunch cancellation actually works well enough. Oh, so the person who wrote this actually fucking tested it. So if you're somebody who plays games, has a mic, and crunches Doritos, maybe check out the crunch cancellation. What a weird fucking thing to have to say. Crunch cancellation. Crunch cancellation. Fucking weird. Speaking of Simpsons, I know we were talking about it a little bit earlier, right around that time we were talking about the AI Seinfeld shit. Apparently Homer won't be strangling Bart anymore on The Simpsons. Apparently this is huge news, guys. After 34 years, The Simpsons is stepping away from senseless violence. That's right, Homer will no longer strangle Bart. Only after 34 years. During season 35, episode 3, Homer revealed he's finally changed his ways when he and Marge visit their new neighbor. After introducing himself to Springfield's newcomer, their neighbor comments on how firm his handshake is. See, Marge, strangling the boy paid off, replies Homer. Just kidding, he adds. I don't do that anymore. Times have changed. I don't know. I felt like I saw this around a little bit over the last little bit, and I was like, is this really a big deal? But apparently people were kind of like, oh, okay. That's cool, I guess. I try not to eat on stream. Right. And if you're going to play games with people, probably a good idea to not eat right at that time either, so. But yeah, I thought this was a very kind of a weird one, but maybe it's a big deal. Like I said, if you're doing like a bit for 34 years, I guess it's kind of a big deal, right? I just thought this was pretty interesting. Okay, so I have one more kind of slightly spoilery news article here. It's gonna be the next one. It is slight spoilers for Spider-Man 2, the new game that just came out. I'll give you guys just a minute if you would like to, not see or hear anything. Give you just a second. Like I said, I believe it is slight spoilers, depending. All right, let's do it. Marvel Spider-Man 2 devs say Miles Morales is going to be the main Spider-Man from now on. Developer of the hit PlayStation 5 exclusive Spider-Man 2 have said that Miles Morales is the main Spider-Man from now on, which has caused some fans to speculate on why or what Insomniac may do with the inevitable Spider-Man 3. I think there's a little bit of a conversation that happens in the game, but it definitely feels like they're kind of leaning. I mean, obviously, they're going to be leaning into just having it be Miles Morales going forward. A little bit of what I've seen about the game was that Miles seemed like the way that he played, people liked a lot more. So he seemed like a much more fleshed out character as far as fighting and stuff like that. So yeah, I feel like it's a good move. There's been, what is that, a game and a half dedicated directly to Peter, and now they're a game, about a game and a half for Miles, and now Miles is gonna kind of step up and be the guy. So pretty cool. I like Miles a lot. I think I think I like him a little more than regular Spider-Man, but I also, there's always a fondness for regular Spider-Man in my heart, deep down. But yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Just a couple more. I got, I think a couple of these last few are going to be some bangers here. So let's finish out strong here. Last of Us multiplayer game still being worked on at Naughty Dog, director says. So I thought this was pretty interesting, just as a little update to the multiplayer for Last of Us. It was kind of speculated on a little while ago that they were kind of shuffling it around, and maybe it was kind of being put on hold. And then there was some other things that there was thoughts that there was some layoffs at Naughty Dog, and that some of those people were the people who were working on the multiplayer. But it sounds like they're still kind of working on it, just maybe with a much smaller team at this point. So apparently one of the directors posted a picture of their Mario Wonder, something, whatever they were doing, Mario Wonder. They said, "I did it. Wow, that was hard. Easily 300 plus Marios dead in the process," for whatever achievement they had. And then they put, "And so this tweet can live on in peace. Yes, I'm still working on that game." So just kind of a little hoot hoot. Yep, guys, I'm still working on it. Don't worry. Just a little update that technically probably still working on the multiplayer a little bit. Elon Musk announces his ChatGPT competitor Grok. I don't understand what the hell. I hope that's how you say it, but who knows? Because do I even fucking care? Actually, I don't. After teasing the product last week, Elon Musk's new AI startup company, xAI, because he can't have any company that doesn't have fucking X in it, has announced Grok, a chatbot looking to take on OpenAI's ChatGPT and Google's Bard. Modeled after Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, Grok is billed as a more unconventional chatbot compared to Google and OpenAI's offering. Stranger in the Strange Land? Oh yeah, maybe. It's very weird. So Musk said Grok was designed to answer questions with a bit of wit and warned users not to use the chatbot if they hate humor. This is such a fucking stupid thing to say. Like, don't use it if you like to laugh. Because he thinks that people are going to be like, well, I like to laugh. No, I got to use it. I got to prove him wrong. I like to laugh. The dude is so fucking weird. And then he had some examples of it. I read them. They're not interesting or even that fucking funny. Like, people don't... I think he's missing the idea of why people would use a chatbot. People don't use a chatbot to be like, you know what? I need it to be fucking funny. They're like, no, I want to find some information pretty quickly about something or summarize something pretty quickly. Like, I don't want you to put your own fucking humor into it. I don't think he understands. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I fucking hate humor. That's what it is. I gotta move on. I don't want to talk about Elon Musk anymore. The dude just makes me angry. PlayStation is losing its Twitter integration next week. Oh no! Damn, I can't even believe it. And also, I didn't know it had it. So this is how I felt about the Switch and the Twitch. Switch and Twitch. That's funny. The Twitch app on Switch, I didn't realize PlayStation had Twitter integration. I mean, it's not like I heard this and we're like, what? Like, obviously it makes sense, but like, oh no, I'm so sad. But I mean, I know some people might be interested. So it's going to be ending its support on November 13th. So if you do have something you really need to post from your PlayStation to Twitter, make sure you do it before the 13th. Blue Sky integration when? Yeah, I saw that they're saying this is most likely caused by the platform's API changes. So yeah, they're like, yeah, we're good. We're not dealing with these API shit. Which is what all these fucking places are trying to do. So yeah, hopefully they will. Hopefully PlayStation, or some of these companies will start to integrate maybe some other ones, or make it easy for you to integrate into their, systems. So I don't know. All right, last couple here. These last three are bangers, I promise. Blade will be MCU's second R-rated film right after Deadpool 3. So Blade is going to be the MCU's second rated R-rated film. The director has confirmed in a new interview joining Deadpool 3. As expected, it will follow in the footsteps of the original 1998 film, which was also rated R. Director also said that the R rating is so important to the film. I come out of this wanting to be more open, more vulnerable, and bring a more personal aspect to my work. But for Blade, we are going to have fun because the star is such a deep actor. I'm excited to show a kind of ruthlessness, a rough a roughness he has that allows him to walk the earth in a particular way. I love him for that. This was pretty cool. I think you kind of almost have to. So pretty cool that that Disney is being pretty open about like, hey, we should probably do some more mature content at some point. Echo is one of them. Blade, Deadpool, Deadpool for kind of different reasons, Blade for kind of maybe its own separate reasons, and Echo almost for its another separate reason. Kind of cool to see that they're going to have maybe a little bit more range here. Pretty cool. I like this a lot. Shit. All right. This next one, this is the second to last one, and I'm telling you, the last one is gonna shock a couple of people, I promise you. But this one is a trailer for a movie called Bad CGI Gator. I feel like there's nothing I can really do to warm you up for it, so let's just jump right into this one.
Fish where I damn well please.
Spring break!
Boom! Yeah! Welcome to paradise, fam! Yeah. It's time to race!
Young, wild, and free. Cheers to Gen Z. Cheers, bitches. This is 100% gonna go viral, you guys. Hey, let's go get drunk and try to have some fun, huh?
Get it, homie!
Cheers, come on, I'm cold. Okay, I'm done.
It's like regular alligator stuff, just floating through the air, circling the corpse of our best friend.
Like fucking SEAL Team 6, bro. You can't fucking do this.
Do you think he could still be alive?
There's a big chance. Throw me the arm, it's a push to start.
Oh my god!
Beautiful things, really, is this the movie of the year? I think it might be. Yo, Fancy, how are you doing, friend, man? How are you today? Yes, we're just looking at some news over the last couple of days, and Bad CGI Gator came across, and I saw it, and I thought, wow, I need people to see this. It's bad. But to be honest, they said it in the title. They're being very open about exactly what this is. Need was the right word. I know. I've been pretty good. I took a week off from streaming last week. Getting back into it this week. Feeling pretty good about it. But we've been doing almost a solid 3 hours of news stuff, so it's been a time, man. Cool. So that was Bad CGI Gator, sorry. And then this last piece of news, I'm telling you, this is huge stuff, guys. A lot of news. Yeah, well, I'm doing like 2 weeks worth almost. Well, a week and a half. So this next one, this is huge stuff, guys. So Nintendo and Sony are officially teaming up to make a live-action Legend of Zelda movie. I believe this just got announced like within like a couple of hours ago. Sony is co-financing a new film with Avi Arad and Shigeru Miyamoto set to produce and Wes Ball directing. Nintendo is finally making a live-action Legend of Zelda movie after years of hopes and months of rumors. The news was shared today in an official post to Nintendo investors with few details. The film is being produced by Nintendo's Shigeru Miyamoto and Avi Arad, chairman of Arad Productions and former founder and CEO of Marvel Studios. Arad has been credited as a producer on numerous successful films over the years, most recently including Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse, No Way Home, Far From Home, and Homecoming. He also worked on upcoming films including Kraven the Hunter and the Borderlands movie. Kraven the Hunter looks real bad. That's not one you want. Maze Runner director Wes Ball is set to direct, and Sony Pictures Entertainment will handle theatrical distribution, in addition to co-financing the movie with Nintendo. Weird. Very, very weird. Though the press release indicates the development is just beginning, in a tweet posted today, Miyamoto indicated the project has been in the works for in some form for many years now. Sony with some L's. Well, I mean, it's technically getting kind of like, it's getting like co-produced by Nintendo and Sony, which is actually kind of a weird collaboration. But yeah, Kraven's not going to be good, man. I'm sorry. It looks so bad. I hope I'm wrong, though. I mean, I genuinely hope I'm wrong, but I think it's going to be bad. So I just thought this is pretty weird, especially because it's going to be live action. I don't know how this is going to work yet. I mean, obviously, we'll wait and see, but I don't know. This, man, I don't know. I will see. I wish I'm more hyped about Zelda, but you've never played them. Not a single one? Never a single one? Not a single one. Oh my. Listen, I know they're not for everybody. But I love the Zelda series, so I will go on record and tell you, I think you should play at least one of them. You should try one of them. See how it is, man. But yeah, I think that is going to wrap it up for the news today. It has been a fantastic news stream today. I think we'll play a little bit of Humanity to knock out the end of this stream, but thank you guys so much for coming and hanging out with the news, and stick around for a little bit of game now.